a sailboat in the moonlight and you. Wouldn't that be heaven? Oh, heaven just for two. A soft breeze on a June night and you. What a perfect setting for letting dreams come true.
Well, I got word we had a little visitor at our boat today. I'm just coming into the marina and have a look. Look at that. My goodness. Looking good. Doesn't it look nice? Oh guys, this is looking really good. You've had a busy week if you finish this off this week.
Actually, I didn't. Yeah, well I worked. Actually took the weekend off because they sent us the wrong binding. I didn't check it, so we were waiting to get the proper binding.
Really? Yeah.
But I only had, what did I spend? I spent, I think, maybe 10 hours on the Bimini, then another 10-hour day on the Dodger and that, and then I finished up this morning, put another 5 in.
Wow, 2.5 days. Well, thank you.
No problem.
I like the way you put the little angled corners in the bottom of that big front window. No, the little angled corners in the front there.
Oh,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, it just kind of follows.
Yeah.
If that wasn't there, it would all kind of follow mine.
Yeah. Very cool. One thing I forgot to mention earlier on in the year, because we were so rushed, and I never really got around to fully sharing with you our new solar panels, but we did get panels from Marine Solar Innovations last summer, and right near the end of the year we quickly put them up with a bit of string and didn't do a nice install. But now that we got the new Bimini on, we're going to be doing a proper install on them, and it's probably a good time to share with you some of the benefits of this company. First of all, we got two 100-watt panels from them, and we already had an MPPT controller that we made use of, but we also got a little panel for operating the panels, sort of a little remote. So we were able to put the MPPT controller away in our electrical box and out of sight, and just have a small little control panel. You saw that earlier when we did a bunch of our new Battleborn batteries on board. So anyway, I'm just wiping the pollen off of them. They've actually kept our batteries charged throughout the entire winter, and we had them on that solar cover that Debbie and I built, and they work just fabulously. And we're going to put them on now. I am going to run, I think right now, I'm going to run this season with an 80 amp alternator and these 200-watt panels. So about 18 hours of the day they'll be producing electricity, and then anytime I run the engine, of course, I'll have power too. And I'm going to see how that works without plugging in. If the refrigeration is not tapping it out too badly, we might be all right. If not, we may have to add a bigger alternator. We do have a little deal standing by that we might take advantage of. So anyway, thank you very much to MSI, Marine Solar Innovations out of Toronto. And you'll see these babies on there in just a minute. Tell us what you're doing, Ben.
Oh, trying to install some stay-put fasteners for the solar panels.
Stay-put fasteners, is that what they're called?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I'll show you these. These are really cool little fasteners. We'll get into the shadows here. See, this guy flips up. You can put your panel on there, and then when they drop down, they lock in. Pretty cool. So what are you up to, darling?
I'm trying to sort out my kitchen, my galley. So.
Well, this is something you kind of do every year. You want to just tell people
well,
what...
everything. I'll take everything out of the cupboards and wash everything every year. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things we don't need anymore, I'm going to just take some of the stuff off and try to simplify in the galley.
Yeah.
So, as much as I like to have everything on it, if I'm not using it, then it shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Like a rolling pin, I don't think I'll be doing any baking with cookies or something with a rolling pin.
Yeah.
So that
you know, some of the things we had on board there because we were going south, that's still on board from setting up for that, really. Yeah,
so like a potato masher and stuff like that, I don't know if I want to have that on the boat necessarily.
Yeah.
So.
You know, this avoids the typical problem of sailors of getting, you know, too much junk packed into their boats, you know, just rusty
just like
cans and pieces of rope, right?
Yeah. It's just like, you know what, I found one chopstick.
Well.
So, that can go.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I'll try 4 lighters, 5, 6 lighters.
Okay.
Nobody smokes. So, and we've got the long ones for the, I think I had 5 of the barbecue lighters on board.
Yeah.
I don't need those as well. So all these things I'm going to go through and just, you know, I think I've got quite a few numbers of sunglasses on board.
Yeah.
And so.
I think people should comment and give us their prediction on how long they think it'll take before one of us says, you know where there's a lighter?
Well, I'll put a couple lighters. I think I'm going to have a junk drawer. Now that you've cleaned all those drawers out over there, I think I'm going to clean one as a junk drawer.
Oh, yeah?
Just kind of, you know, everybody has to have a junk drawer where if you don't know where it goes, just throw it in the junk drawer.
Let me just show this glorious, here. These drawers used to be full of hardware, and now they're, all 3 of those now are completely empty.
Are they 3 of them?
3 of them, yeah.
Maybe 2 junk drawers?
And one's sort of a bunk, like you can open, it drops down the door.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
But
that's
the
what
other
I
2 are
thought,
drawers,
yeah. So,
good.
You know, we'll put our flashlights and stuff like that in one. I always like to keep that stuff where we know it is. So
we got so much space, we can put 1 item in every storage space.
I know, yeah, it's true. There's a lot of storage.
Yeah.
And if we're just sailing around our home area, there's not a lot of stuff to put on the boat.
For sure.
So,
yeah.
But
well, that's cool.
But if we go off again, then we've got the storage area.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you're doing a great job, dear, and I've just cleared away the cases that were on the seat there. So the next thing is going to be cleaning this space. Then I got to go home and get my heat gun so I can install that pipe on my engine, which is back in there. And yeah, so one step at a time. And we actually are launching in the very near future. It looks like the 12th of June, which is 1 week from today, we will be going into the water. So very, very exciting. Finally we get to do some sailing. We have a little bit of prep work to do before we go out, mind you, but it's mostly things like putting the sails on. I've got to build that boom yet, so we've got to get that together. Anyway, it's hot enough, the fans are running. Well, after a long cold winter, we finally have her all ready. Today's launch day. It's the one all sailors wait for. And I've got all my lines down, fenders out, ready to go. Let's see how this goes. It is the middle of June. So June 12th, I believe it is today. Which would put us roughly about 4 weeks behind in our normal launch date. But COVID-19 has created some delays here in Canada. So, she's looking good though. This time we finally got her back in the water. It's a windy night, sorry. Looking pretty.
Talk to me.